So, does your Minecraft house look like this? Do you want it to look like this? Well, today I am here to explain to you in 5 easy steps, maybe not 5, I can count, how to improve your build pretty easily. Those are nice and like general tips, maybe don't break your doors, but yeah, this is like the type of house we'll be improving, and I have some like general tips how to make your house look better. So, tip number 1 is while you are building your house, use a shape that is not a square. Squares are, well, boring, and by adding more shapes, like this for the base, and some other examples, you can make it look better quite easily. Here are some examples of the shapes. Maybe not that one, focus on those ones. You just add some more squares to your base of the build, and this is how you acquire a nice shape of a house, as you can see in here. After you make a decision on what your perfect shape of a house would be, it's time to choose blocks. So, seeing as you are here, I'm assuming you are not a professional builder. So I will give this easy tip. Choose up to 3 blocks that you actually want to use, because that will make it easier for you to coordinate the colors of your build so it doesn't become too chaotic. And usually you should place them next to each other to see if they work well. So yeah, this is a nice combination, this is a nice combination, this is nice, and this, well, let's be honest, if you build a house with this, it's gonna be more than mildly cursed. Another tip that is pretty nice is while you are building something, you can use blocks as a kind of shading. You know, when you were a kid, you just have a coloring book and you got a color between the lines. This is basically what you do. You put lines over doors or over windows when you want to accent them. Like this house, for example, has them placed over the corners, so the house just looks more natural. Now, another tip that is, I think, very useful for building: slabs are your best friend. They just are. Do not question it, it's just how it is. They were like in here, we have some stone slabs, then we have some wood slabs over here. Inside of the house we also have slabs on the bookshelf, and in some other places, like you can make them look like a shelf. Why would you use slabs? Well, they make it kind of easier to add more shapes into a house, seeing as Minecraft is mostly made out of cubes. So yeah, they're just helpful. Now, if you and your best friend Slabs have an argument and decide, well, we are not friends anymore, another good friend you can use to improve your build are fences. So, you made a build. You struggled with a roof and you made it. But, well, it kind of looks too far from what it should be. You can use fences as some kind of propeller, like a column, because, well, they are pretty easy to fix a mistake of something looking like it shouldn't be here. Yeah, you can see there are fences here. So yeah, they just make a build look nicer. Let me show you by getting rid of this one. And compare the two sides together. This one is clearly superior. Another thing that is pretty easy and early game, this is for early game tips, is using leaves. They can just look like those pretty little thingies. You can just put them everywhere. As you can see, I have them here and I have them here because they look pretty, and I also have them here because they are nice. Once again, I will just get rid of them from this side. It just doesn't look as nice, does it? Now, another tip is might be less general than before. Well, Of course, everything has an exception, like using asymmetry overall. But sometimes symmetry is also what you need, and it's hard to balance. But as long as you are not playing on a basic version, most of the time using something other than torches is good for you. So in this case, you can make a glowstone lamp or an actual lamp or a lava lamp. Now this one is not as good looking as it could be because it's in the middle of a field, but if you placed it in like a cave, it would actually look pretty nice. So yeah, here we have an example of how the fences could work, as well as some nice examples of using the leaves. So yeah, this is basically some general tips on how to make your house look better pretty easily. So yeah, let's run down over them. Again, you use asymmetry for the base, then you use 3 types of blocks to actually build your house, accent it with slabs and fences, and use other kinds of lighting than lamps. This is basically how you easily make a pretty looking house that is easily customizable to your liking. And you don't really have to use a build guide, I promise, as long as you follow those tips. Making your house look good will be pretty easy. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.